Hello guys, good evening. Can you hear me? Let me know in the comments who's just joined the broadcast. And we'll be starting any moment soon. Let me know who's online, and I think a little bit later in the stream, I apologize for canceling the streams last week. I'll tell you more about it later on during today's stream. And yeah, we'll start any moment now. Всем добрый вечер. Извиняюсь, приношу извинения за то, что на прошлой неделе не было трансляций по обстоятельствам, о которых я расскажу вам чуть позже. Вот, но сейчас мы с вами начнем стрим, и трансляции переезжают на час раньше, то есть они будут теперь не в 9 часов вечера по Сиднею, а будут начинаться с 8 часов вечера на час раньше по Сиднею и, соответственно, на час раньше по вашему времени также. So the streams are, I'm planning, are moving to an hour earlier, so they used to start at 9 p.m. Sydney time, and going forward I'm planning to do them 8 p.m. From 8 p.m. Sydney time onwards, and you guys can also let me know if this time works for you or not. If not, we'll need to think about something else. So let's see. The cords are everywhere here in my room. You should see it. Right. Hi Miyuki, how are you? Good to see you, and really sorry about not letting you guys know last week. And well, I'm glad to know that you were expecting for this stream to happen. So that means that these streams are actually, you know, at least somebody enjoys them. Right. I'm just having a think about what to sing now. Let's start with this song, and that you guys know. This one is called The Ray of the Golden Sun. How are you doing, Miyuki? You wrote, sorry, I didn't acknowledge you. You wrote that you guys had first snow in Fukuoka last week, so that's quite new. I thought because you were so down south in Japan that you didn't have much snow there in that area, but is it quite unusual for you to have snow? Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm good and not good. I feel like I've made quite a bit of progress on guitar and piano. I'm actually spending more hours and more time on both of the instruments, as well as saxophone. But yesterday when I was practicing piano, I heard this really strange noise from a side, and I was like, oh, this is strange. I thought something fell. And then later on, as I started looking at, I sat next to the guitar, and then I realized that one of the strings snapped. It broke on the guitar. So this is a D string, and basically on the guitar, I have a classical guitar, and it uses nylon strings, and the top 3 strings are the ones that have like a special, I want to say, bronze coating on them, so like metallic coating, and the bottom 3 strings are made of nylon. So the bottom 3 strings, they're almost impossible to break because, you know, they're like plasticky, and they last a lifetime. And the top 3 strings, the top 2, the sort of like the one at the very top of the guitar, it's the thickest one, and it's got the coating. Then the second one is a little bit thinner, and then the third one, which is a D string, it's the thinnest out of the top 3 ones that have the special coating on them. And this string, apparently, I mean, it's happened already twice before. to me that this particular third string snaps. So this string snapped, maybe because it was very humid and kind of hot at the same time in Sydney, and maybe because of the kind of the change in the temperature, it basically just snapped on its own. I wasn't even playing the guitar. So anyways, today I went to the shop to get a set of new strings, and I actually ended up buying two sets of strings from two different shops. And I came back home, and then I unpacked one set of the strings, and then I realized that I bought the wrong ones. So I was a little bit disappointed because of that, but I'll try to go to the same shop, to one of the shops tomorrow. I don't think I can exchange the ones that I've opened already, but the other one I can exchange. Hopefully they have the strings, the nylon strings that I need. And because this doesn't happen very often, it maybe happens once in 2 months, once a month. So I think to me it happens once a month that the strings break. I keep forgetting that I don't have like an acoustic guitar. It's actually a classical guitar, and on the classical guitar you can only put the nylon strings, because if you put the sort of like metallic strings that go onto an acoustic guitar, it may ruin the classical guitar because it doesn't handle the tension. It's not built for the same amount of tension as an acoustic guitar. So anyways, this is my story of today, a bit of drama. Hey Natalia, how are you doing? Good to see you. Right, let's start with this song. Hold on, this doesn't sound like the right one. Oh, here it is.
Луч солнца золотого туч скрыла пелена, и между нами снова вдруг выросла стена. Ночь пройдет, наступит утро ясное, знаю, счастье нас с тобой ждет. Ночь пройдет, пройдет пора ненастная, солнце взойдет. Солнце взойдет. Петь птицы перестали, свет звезд коснулся крыш. В час грусти и печали ты голос мой услышь. Ночь пройдет, наступит утро ясное, знаю, счастье нас с тобой ждет. Ночь пройдет, пройдет пора ненастная, солнце взойдет. Солнце взойдет.
Всем добрый вечер, good evening guys, or good time of the day wherever you're joining from. This is, we just started. I was telling the story of what I spent, how I spent my day today. Ah, wow, okay, so it's quite rare for you guys to snow. Okay, about 2-3 times in one winter. That is very rare, but at least you know what snow is like. I don't think people. No, actually, I take it back. People in Australia probably have seen snow because there are very few parts in Australia where it does snow, and one place I know is called. It's actually called Snowy Mountains, and then there's another place called Mountain Koziaszka, although it's named after a Polish explorer and traveler. And if you were to pronounce his name properly in Polish, I think it would sound Kościuszka or Kostiuszka, but then Australians say it Koziaszka for some reason. Мiyuki написала, что у них в Фукуоке был снег. Фукуока — это город, в котором она живет, на юге Японии, и он пишет, что у них снег идет не так часто, только 2-3 раза за зиму. 2-3 раза в год. I was just listening to the news before the stream, and it was Euronews, which is, I think they're quite neutral because they need to cater to quite a few countries where they broadcast, and there's not like any set agenda. And in the news they were talking about the fact that Russian sports teams have been disqualified from participating in all the international competitions, and including the Olympic Games, and including the Olympic Games in Japan next year, and then the Winter Olympics in Beijing. So I was like, oh wow, like we're gonna have. I think it's quite unusual that we're gonna have. If the Japanese Olympic Games go ahead, that we're gonna have 2 Olympic Games, one after the other, so to speak. It would be interesting to see how these Olympic Games in Japan go, because I think it must have been quite. I almost feel for the people who were organizing the games, because they put so much effort into organizing something and planning for it, etc. And then I can only think about how much stuff got wasted as well. Like if you think about all this symbolics, mascots, and stuff like that has like a logo of Japan 2020, and now it has to be all changed to Japan 2021 or something like that. So yeah. Right, so one of the reasons I don't think there's like everybody here on the stream, but I'll tell that later as well. So one of the reasons I didn't have the streams last week was because just before I wanted to start the stream, so I was leaving the flat briefly around 8 p.m. and then I found a letter through the door saying that, and it came from the administration of the building, so the people who sort of manage the building. And in that letter, they said we have received several complaints about music noise from your apartment, and it said like late at night, and I was like, and it basically said it needs to stop immediately. So I was sort of like surprised, taken aback by this letter, because I've been streaming for a long time and I've been like singing well late into the night, and I've never had complaints. So I decided to check out if for some reason, they're like neighbors upstairs, because I think the flat upstairs was empty and there's no flats downstairs, or sort of any flats neighboring the flat I'm in. And yeah, and then I kind of walked out of the apartment several times to see if there was anybody upstairs in the flat upstairs, and then there was nobody. So I assumed there was, nobody there. So I thought, oh, maybe it was the flat from across the street that were complaining, because sometimes when I practice saxophone during the day, I would leave the balcony window open because it's too hot. So I wanted to get some wind, some fresh air. But anyways, and then later on, I discovered that the lights came on in the flat upstairs around 11 p.m. at night, but it was already too late to go and speak with the people there, because I thought they might have just come from work and they may be tired. So I thought, okay, I'll leave it until the next day. And on Saturday, I actually went upstairs, knocked on the door to this flat and then the neighboring flat, and nobody answered. Nobody opened the door. Then I went downstairs. I actually called the flat through the intercom. I dialed the number, and again nobody answered. So what I decided then, I wrote a small note saying, "Oh, can you please give me a call at this number because I'd like to talk to you about it." And I left the note through the door, hoping that people will return my message. And nobody has called me through the weekend. So in the end of the day, I don't actually know what was the main cause for their complaint. Was it me playing saxophone? But saxophone, I don't practice beyond 10 p.m. Usually I stop well before 9 p.m. because I know that it's quite a loud instrument, so I don't want to disturb people. And then it could have been singing as well. So singing, with the streams I go until 11, sometimes later than 11. So I thought, oh, maybe it could have been the singing, but then singing is not as loud as saxophone, for example. So yeah, so I'm still kind of at a loss as to what has caused it. So I don't know. And I'll try again to talk to the people, because I find it's easier to, if I talk to the people, I can actually find out what it is that they didn't like. If it's a saxophone, it's one thing. If it's a singing, it's another thing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyways, so that's the reason why I decided to move the streams a little bit earlier, because my thinking is that as long as I finish before 10, or not well after 10, then it should be fine. But we'll see. I've continued practicing my musical instruments. I try to make it quieter. Like saxophone, I kind of push the practice more towards early evening and day. But yeah, who knows? So actually, on this note, before it's too late, it's 8:24 here in Sydney. So I'm gonna try to play the saxophone for you. Well, maybe not the full piece, but like a small part of the piece that I really like and that I want to like rehearse and try out later on. Give me just a second. I need to organize the saxophone. Okay, and let's see. I need to get the reed wet, because that's how it vibrates, and if it's not wet, it's not gonna sound nice. Actually, so the reeds come in different strengths, and if you're a beginner saxophone player, you start with the very easiest one, which is 1.5. I think that's the lowest you can get. And then once you develop your muscles around here, the embouchure and the lips, then you can go up a notch, and it goes in 0.5 sizes. So basically it's 1.5, then the next up is 2, then the next up is 2.5. So I moved to 2.0 strength reed, but I find that like on some of the higher notes, I may sound better if I get an even stronger reed, so 2.5. But I need to get to the saxophone shop to get a new set of reeds there, and then I think you can go up to 5 or something like that, but then it's rarely done. And my saxophone teacher was saying basically that the professional players, they use a reed around 3.5, so I still have some room to grow. So I'm gonna try a couple of things. One is a song that I've just found today, and I mean it's a famous classical, like famous old classics, and I just gave it a try today. So let's see how it goes. I think like I was still messing in the keys there, and then I'll try. I just saw it on my screen here, and then once I try a bit of that song, I'll go to the ones that I've been rehearsing a little bit more. Ouch. Did I damage it? They're very fragile, so you know if you touch it with like, sometimes it can get caught in your clothing, or like this time this is called ligature, so this is the piece that keeps it in place. I basically touched the reed with my ligature, and it kind of, I hope it hasn't damaged it. Because the reeds, you wouldn't believe, they're quite expensive. They're made of, I want to say bamboo, something like that. And then for some reason, like one reed costs like $7 or something like that, 7 Australian dollars. So you don't want to damage them too often. Right, okay. And there are actually synthetic reeds that last a little bit longer. So let's see. Do I need my glasses? Let's see. I'm just gonna try to use the notes, and I'm gonna use this as well. Hold on, it's like a mouse guard, almost a tease guard. Okay. Let's see if you can recognize the melody. Okay, this is way too loud. Sorry, guys. better stop on this one, but basically this is, I hope you guys recognize the melody. This is a song by Elvis Presley called "Are You Lonesome Tonight," and I found it today. I was like, oh, let me give it a try. So it's something that I want to learn on saxophone. Let's do this song. It's in a little bit better shape. I'll just put my glasses on because I'm struggling to read the notes here. Okay, I'll stop here. So this is a song that I've been trying to learn and I'm still struggling. As you can see, I'm making mistakes still. And then there's another part of the song where it goes up an octave. And here I'm still, so there's a bit of a challenge here because you need to switch from a high C, which is a note here with an octave key, to a D, and then you basically, you need to do like a, you need to press this key as well here, which is a high D. So you normally hold your hands in this position, but then you need to go like this. And I need to talk to my teacher to understand what's the best way of doing it, because apparently you need to hold, kind of keep your fingers ideally on these pads here, so that you can, you know, continue playing. But then at the same time you need to do like a movement that is not too bad and like not too constricted, where you actually press this key down enough that it generates the right note, and then it's actually this key and the octave key, and then at the same time you need to breathe out properly, like enough sufficient air for it to hit the right note. And right now when I'm trying this note, it sounds a little bit off for some reason. Ah, okay. Yeah, so this song, it's called a song from a Secret Garden. It's I want to say a Swedish composer called Rolf Lovland. His name is R-O-L-F, and then last name is L-O-V-L-A-N-D. I'll see if I can type it up in the chat. It's a beautiful music, which apparently is quite popular. I probably heard it as well myself, but I only realized, or I only learned which piece it was recently, because it came up as one of the musical pieces in one of the piano tutorials, and this is where I first heard it. And then I don't know what happened, I don't remember. I think as I picked up saxophone, it came up, or I must have looked it up myself, or maybe it came up on my YouTube recommendations list. And yeah, anyways, I decided to give this song a try, and we'll see. Hopefully, like in a month's time or so, I'll be able to do the piece end to end without making mistakes. It's a beautiful, beautiful melody. So let me put this baby back. Okay, should secure it. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I hope you guys were able to hear me, because I actually needed to adjust the microphone all the way down, because saxophone is so loud as an instrument. So yeah, if you couldn't really hear what I was saying earlier, let me know in the comments, and I'll repeat myself. And let me see, I'll actually type it out for you guys. So it's let's see, it's a song from A Secret Garden by Rolf Loveland. Yeah, if you look it up in UK, it's actually this particular instrumental music has been covered a lot by various people, and on various instruments. I want to say it was probably initially covered on strings, so on violin or cello, and then you'll find variations of the song covered on saxophone and clarinet, oboe, and all the other oboe. Yeah, I think that's how you say it, oboe, and all the other instruments. Yeah, no worries, my pleasure. It's a beautiful instrumental piece, so I'm sure you'll enjoy. If you search on YouTube for various examples of this melody, you'll more than likely enjoy them. I don't know if there is actually like a song version of this instrumental, like with lyrics for singers. I need to look into that. Right, the next song I'm gonna try today, well, perform tonight, is a song that you guys have heard before, and this is a song based on Ennio Morricone's music. And actually I found out recently, so I've always thought that this song is called Nella Fantasia, and I always thought that, you know, the original instrumental music was also called the same. But in fact, the original instrumental music from the movie, which I don't think I've seen, the movie is called Mission, or The Mission, and the instrumental music piece is actually called Gabriel's Oboe. And this is again something that I've found out just recently, and it's another cool song or instrumental that I'm gonna try to learn on saxophone. It's a little bit tougher because what am I doing? No, okay. Not too good at multitasking, but anyways, so this particular instrumental piece is a little bit tougher because there's like a lot of smaller, shorter duration notes. What do you call them? Packed together, grouped together. Whereas, for example, in the previous one, yes, it is challenging in terms of like getting the right keys and then also getting up an octave, but it's not as bad because like the tempo is very moderate, and it, you know, it doesn't have like a whole lot of fast moving notes in the previous piece. I hope I got the name right at least. I mean, not the name of the song, but the name of the composer. I keep forgetting whether it's like double R, double L, double N.
Nella fantasia che ho fatto un mondo
I love this song. There's something beautiful about this melody and the song. I mean, the both the melody is beautiful, and then the meaning of the lyrics is also very great and excellent, I would say. Right, let's see, what else shall we sing? I'm feeling something strange with my voice today. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm experimenting also with throat singing, and I think it causes some maybe tension. Maybe I don't know if it's the right thing to do if you're singing, but this is something that I want to try to learn, and I'm trying to take it kind of slowly, step by step, because I think there is a way of damaging your voice if you do it improperly. Let's do this song, another song that I haven't sung for quite some time. Oh, you feel a little bit strange too. That's... Oh. Hope you're not coming down with anything. I actually didn't have enough sleep in the past few days, so maybe that's also, you know, how sometimes sleep, I think sleep is the best cure of everything. Actually, it's like better than any medicines. But yeah, so I've been kind of not averaging my usual or the usual number of hours that I normally need to fully recuperate. So maybe this could also affect the voice, or I'm sure it does.
Tell me his name, I want to know. The way he looks and where you go. I need to see his face, I need to understand why you and I came to an end. Tell me again, I want to hear. Who broke my face in all these years? Who lays with you at night while I'm here all alone? Remembering when I was your own. I let you go, I let you fly. Why do I keep on asking why? I let you go now that I've found a way to keep somehow more than a broken vow. Tell me the words I never said. Show me the tears you never shed. I close my I'd give away my soul to hold you once again and never let this promise end. I let you go, I let you fly. Now that I know I'm asking why, I let you go. Now that I found a way to keep somehow more than a
Oh yeah, I was. Thanks, Miyuki. I'm not sure if I can hear myself properly for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, I'm gonna adjust the sound so maybe it works a little bit better. But yeah, if you don't think the sound is optimal, do let me know in the comments. So thanks for doing that, Miyuki. Татьяна, здравствуйте, добрый вечер. Как у вас дела? Извиняю, приношу извинения тем, кто из вас, кто только присоединился из русскоязычной аудитории. На прошлой неделе мне пришлось отменить стримы, потому что тут поступила жалоба от соседей, что я играю очень громко музыку, но это я пытался выяснить, связано это со стримами, с тем, что я практикуюсь на саксофоне или еще что-то. В общем, с соседями так и не удалось поговорить, поэтому решил на всякий случай перенести стримы на 1 час пораньше, поэтому надеюсь, что таким образом у нас получится продолжать стримы. Right, let's do another song. I'm trying to think. I had a song in mind. Oh yeah, let's do this one. Потеряли меня. Спасибо. Рад, что кто-то слушает стримы, продолжает. Спасибо, что приходите на трансляции.
I close my eyes and I find a way. No need for me to pray. I walked so far, I fought so hard. Nothing more to explain. I know all that remains is a piano that plays.
So this was a song called Adagio, and Adagio actually means I think it means like, it's a definition for one of the musical rhythms. It's like, it's one of the slower ones. So there's like Allegro, Adagio, there's Allegro Moderato, and some other stuff as well. I don't remember all of them by heart, but it was it's something that I learned from the Introduction to Classical Music course by Yale that I did on Coursera a few months back. Really cool course that you can do free of charge. So if you're interested, do let me know. Right, I'm trying to think what to sing next. If you guys have any requests or ideas, do let me know. And as I mentioned earlier in Russian, and actually in English as well, at the beginning of the stream, I had to cancel the streams last week, and I also moved them to 1 hour earlier because I had a noise complaint from the neighbors. Now, I don't know which neighbors. I kind of suspect that it might be the neighbors upstairs, because there's no neighbors downstairs and there's no neighbors kind of to the on the sideways, or it could have been the neighbors from across the road. So I'm still trying to find out. So I tried to speak to the neighbors upstairs, and I left a note to them through the door. Nobody, hoping that they would, call me, and then I can talk to them face to face to figure out what it was that they didn't like. Was it like me playing the saxophone, the singing into into the late evening, or could have been anything else. So yeah, but I haven't heard back, so I sort of like, I'm continuing as normal. Not as normal, I'm trying to be a little bit mindful. So I moved my saxophone practice to like an early evening, and day I don't practice beyond, I would say, 9 p.m. on saxophone. I don't think actually I did saxophone practice beyond 9 p.m. even before, but anyways. Russian song. Oh, huh. Do you mean this song? Okay, I think I know the one you're talking about. Oh, that's interesting. You like this song. Um, let's. I'll do this song and let you, Miyuki. Let me know if this is the one that you had in mind. Is this? I'm trying to find it now. I think what you mean is a song called Argo, which is the name of one of the ships, famous ships in the Greek mythology. Oh yeah, this is the one. And it's the ship. If I remember, like when I was a kid, I had a friend lent me this book on the Greek mythology, and I had an absolutely amazing time reading it. And it was one of my favorite books back then. It's about the adventures of Theseus.
Разве путь твой ближе, чем дорога Млечная? Арго, о каких потерях плачет птица встречная? Парус над тобой, поднятый судьбой, это флаг разлуки странствий, знамя вечное. Парус над тобой, поднятый судьбой, это флаг разлуки странствий, знамя вечное. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла, 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 да пошлет нам небо путь с луной и звездами. Арго, если сникнет парус, мы ударим веслами. Что ж, в конце концов, путь вся цель гребцов, вот что нам открыли зимы звездами. Что ж, в конце концов, путь вся цель гребцов, вот что нам открыли зимы звездами. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла, ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла,
It's quite amazing, actually, Miyuki, that you remember the title of the song, because I don't think I have introduced it that well in English and I only sang it maybe like a few times, 2 or 3 times if I remember. What do you like about this song? I'm curious, because you don't understand the lyrics, I suppose, but so it must be the music. Right, let's see. Let's do this song as well, since we're it's came up here. Now let me just put the charger on because I think I'm running out of the battery.
У моря, у синего моря, со мною ты рядом со мною, и солнце светит ты для нас с тобой целый день, шумит прибой, прозрачное небо над нами, и чайки кричат над волнами, кричат, что рядом будем мы всегда, словно небо и вода. Смотрю на залив и ничуть не жаль, что вновь корабли уплывают вдаль. Плывут корабли, но в любой дали не найти им счастливей любви. А над морем, над ласковым морем мчатся чайки дорогой прямою, и сладким кажется на берегу поцелуй соленых губ. А звезды взойдут и уснет прибой, дельфины плывут мимо нас с тобой. Дельфины, дельфины, другим морям, расскажите, как счастлив был я. Ты со мною, ты рядом со мною, и любовь бесконечна, как море. И солнце светит лишь для нас с тобой целый день, поет прибой. Целый день поет прибой.
Oh, thanks. Cheers, Miyuki. Thank you for the follow, Antoinetta. That's quite a French name. Спасибо за follow. I don't know if you speak Russian or English. Напишите, откуда вы. Do let me know where you guys come from. Antoinetta. I don't know. I'm assuming it. I don't know if it's. If you speak English, you can probably write in English. If you are Russian, let me know in Russian. Right. Let's see. What else shall we sing? Hold on. I'm thinking whether I should try this song out or not. Let me give it a try. It's a song that I'll have a listen first. It's a song that came up on my saxophone in my study book for saxophone, and it's a beautiful. I like the melody, so I decided to try the song, but I vaguely remember how it goes. It's apparently it's a traditional French song, so let's see. I'll need to remember. Okay, let's try it. I think it's quite easy, but let's give it a go.
Oh, Claire de la Lune, mon ami Pierrot.
So this is a song which is called Au Claire de la Lune, and I think it sounds almost like a lullaby. Это французская песня, которая мне попалась в песнях, которые мне дали как домашнее задание по саксофону, и она мне так очень понравилась на саксофоне, и я решил попробовать эту песню спеть. Вот недавно решил выучить ее. И эта песня, ну так, по мелодии она мне кажется... Это традиционная французская песня, и по мелодии она мне кажется, наверное, скорее всего, какая-нибудь колыбельная, которую родители, мамы, наверное, поют своим детям во Франции. Я не удивлюсь, если это так. Надо будет прочитать про происхождение этой песни. Кстати, в курсе по введению в классическую музыку на Корсере был тоже какой-то интересный факт. Сейчас не вспомню, какая мелодия, но одна из таких знаменитых мелодий Моцарта, по-моему, да, Моцарта. Это... Так, сейчас... в общем, мелодия... Знаете, английская песня, которая называется Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Это песня... Так, это песня, да. Да, кажется, вот эта вот песня, это на самом деле французская мелодия, которую Моцарт услышал во время своей поездки, проезжая по Франции, по какой-то сельской местности. Он услышал эту мелодию и потом написал на эту мелодию композицию. И в одной из этих, вернее, в этой композиции, в общем, там кусочек именно вот этой мелодии, и потом дальше уже идет такая более сложная какая-то мелодия. Попробую ее потом для вас найти и скинуть на YouTube ссылку, но такой интересный факт, который мне попался. Там на самом деле курс очень полон интересных фактов, не связанных с музыкой, но вообще с историей в целом. Вот. Так, ну что мы с вами еще дальше споем? Okay, let's do this song. It's almost like a lullaby in a way as well. So one of the most beautiful songs of George Michael in my mind. This was a beautiful song by George Michael and called Jesus to a Child. Это была песня из репертуара Джорджа Майкла, которого уже, к сожалению, с нами тоже нет. Он, на мой взгляд, так очень скоропостижно умер, слишком раньше своих лет. Let's try this song out. This is a song that you guys, those of you who have come to my streams for the past 2 or 3 streams, I think I might have sung it a couple of times. I feel like it's still work in progress, but I like this song, so I want to sing more of it. And this is a Russian song called Sansara, and Sansara, if you know, is like a, is it? Yeah, it's a, okay. if I say some rubbish, do let me know. But basically, it's like a wheel. The Hinduism, like in Hinduism, it's a cycle of life or circle of life. Yeah, basically the fact that all of us, you know, like the Hindus believe that when we die, we don't die, but we reincarnate in something else, and this is like the concept of Sansara. And this is a Russian song by a singer-songwriter called Basta. He's, I think he's more well known for his rap rather than singing, but he wrote this song and then he also performed this song together with a bunch of other famous Russian singers as they were doing like a fundraiser for one of the charities.
Делай от руки, мир переверни, небо враги. В каждом наброске, в каждом черновике учитель продолжается в своем ученике. Всю мою жизнь я иду ко дну, всю мою жизнь я искал любовь, чтобы любить одну. Они сказали, нас поздно спасать и поздно лечить, плевать, ведь наши дети будут лучше, чем мы. Лучше, чем мы. Лучше, чем мы. Когда меня не станет, я буду петь голосами моих детей, голосами их детей. Нас просто меняют местами. Таков закон Сансары, круговорот людей. Ой, мама, когда меня не станет, я буду петь голосами моих детей, голосами их детей. Просто меняют местами. Таков закон Сансары, круговорот людей. Ой, мама, нас не стереть, мы живем на зло. Пусть не везет, но мы свое возьмем. Это небо вместо сцены, здесь все вверх ногами. И эти звезды тобой в темноте зажженный фонарь. Тысяча меня до меня, и после меня будет тысяча меня, и в тысячах не меня, тысяча меня. И мы снова вдребезги, и нас не починить. Плевать, ведь наши дети будут лучше, чем мы. Лучше, чем мы. Лучше, чем мы. Когда меня не станет, я буду петь голосами моих детей, и голосами их детей. Нас просто меняют местами, таков закон сансары, круговорот людей. Ой, мама, когда меня не станет, я буду петь голосами моих детей, и голосами их детей. Нас просто меняют местами, таков закон сансары, круговорот людей. Ой, мама, когда меня не станет, я буду петь голосами моих детей, и голосами их детей. Нас просто меняют местами, таков закон сансары, круговорот людей. Ой, мама, когда меня не станет, я буду петь голосами моих детей, голосами их детей. Нас просто меняют местами, таков закон сансары, круговорот людей. Ой, мама, когда меня не станет, я буду петь голосами моих детей, и голосами их детей. Нас просто меняют местами, таков закон сансары, круговорот людей. Ой, мама.
So this song talks about, as I said, kind of Sansara, the concept of Sansara and the concept of rebirth. And in this song, it talks about, the lyrics go, when I'm not there, when I cease to exist, I will continue singing through the voices of my children. And this is kind of the refrain that goes. This is what is told about, or what is told about in this song. Do you think people will be reborn? Good question. I feel like I don't find myself. I don't believe myself to be religious. Well, I used to be not religious at all. Now I'm sort of like, I think, what you would call agnostic. So I don't quite believe in God per se, or like any specific God, like Jesus Christ, or Allah, like Muhammad, whatever. No, Muhammad was a prophet. Allah as in God. And I think in terms of like religions, if you can call it a religion, Buddhism is probably closest to me. Although I think it's like any religion, it's probably got its corruption, etc. But yeah, and in Buddhism, you do believe in reincarnation, and I feel like as a philosophy, it's probably the closest to me. And it's an interesting philosophy, because if you believe in the concept of reincarnation, you can reincarnate as a kind of lower being, or like as a, let's say, as an animal, an insect, or a plant. And in this way, I suppose, if you do believe in this concept, then you'll probably want to treat the all life forms the same way. Although if I kill a mosquito, I don't feel sorry. Right. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, and for those of you who don't know, do not know, it's funny that there is like enmity between Christians and Muslims, but in a way, both Muslims, Christians, and Jewish believe in the same God. It's the same God that they believe, and it's just like different prophets that passed on their teachings. So in a way, Muslims believe in Allah, which is the same God that is like the father of Jesus Christ, so to speak, that the Christians believe. The only thing is, and actually Muslims don't deny Jesus Christ per se, but they just don't agree that Jesus Christ is a God. They just believe Jesus Christ to be a prophet, like Prophet Muhammad was. And but they also believe that Prophet Muhammad was the last of the prophets, so therefore his words, sort of like the teachings of Muhammad, are in a way better than the teachings of Jesus Christ because they're the latest thing. So I just find all these religious battles and the wars and atrocities that are committed across the world in the name of religion is a bit funny. That's to put it mildly. Right. Let's sing this song. Again, this is a song that I tried in my previous stream, and this one is called the song about the far, a remote motherland, something like that. And it's a sim song and a sim music from a famous Soviet series about a spy. The main character is a spy, a Soviet spy who is planted inside of the Nazi SS forces, and he's like a high-ranking officer in the German army, and then this is sort of like the main musical theme from that movie, and it's I think to this date it's probably one of the better movies. It's like one of those, I would say it's like a Soviet version of James Bond, apart from it's like it combines the elements of, you know, the spy drama and a lot of elements of spy drama and thriller in a way, and tragedy. So there's a lot of things going on, and it's a really good movie. It's the movie itself is called the 17. Oh, how do you translate it? 17 мгновений весны. Окей. Русскоговорящий, если кто-то из вас может перевести 17 мгновений, не знаю, как 17 мгновений весны переводится на английский язык. 17 мгновений. Oh god. Never mind. 17 instances, let's say. 17 instances of spring. Мгновений. That doesn't quite sound well. Nice. 17. I'll need to look it up. There's probably a better translation.
Я прошу, хоть ненадолго, боль моя, ты покинь меня облаком, сизым облаком, и полети к родному дому, отсюда к родному дому. Берег мой, покажись вдали, краешком тонкой линией. Берег мой, берег ласковый, как до тебя, родной, доплыть бы хотя бы когда-нибудь. Где-то далеко идут грибные дожди, прямо у реки в маленьком саду созрели вишни, наклонясь до земли, где как в детстве тепло, хоть память укрыта такими большими снегами. Ты, гроза, напои меня до пьяна, а не до смерти. Вот опять, как в последний раз, я все гляжу куда-то в небо, как будто ищу ответа. Хоть ненадолго, грусть моя, ты покинь меня. Облака, сизым облаком, полети к родному дому, отсюда к родному дому.
So this was. Let me look up the translation. Thank you for the follow. IQ EQ soup. Okay, I think I got it right. IQ EQ soup. Okay, intelligent. Hold on. Intellect quotient, intellectual quotient, and emotional quotient soup. Is that right? Did I get it right or not? Let me know. Валентина, спасибо большое. Добрый день, наверное, да? Или нет? Добрый вечер. Right. Let me look up the translation for this movie. 17 мгновений весны. Oops. No, this is not right. Oh, okay. It's easy. Why didn't I think about it? Okay, so the translation of the movie is into English. The translation of the title of the movie is 17 Moments of Spring. That's an easy translation. Okay, and the actual movie was released in 1973. You know what I'll do is actually, those of you who are not from Russia and who don't know what I'm talking about, let me see if I can find the clip of this song on YouTube for you guys. And then if you're interested, you can look up this clip and at least get an idea about the movie. And maybe if you're interested, I'm sure you can actually find the movie online. I don't know if it has been translated into English or not. I'd be surprised if it hasn't been translated, because it's sort of like a classics of the Soviet cinematography. Right. Here's a link for you guys if you're interested to see that song. Let's sing this song next. This is a song by Chris Isaac. I keep meaning, I want to try this song. I think I've actually tried it with a guitar, but I want to see, hopefully, once I learn how to play guitar better, I'll be able to actually, do some funky stuff with it. because it's relatively easy song on the guitar because it only has like 3 or 4 chords. But I think you can, if you want to play it like more beautifully, then there's a bit of like strumming, or maybe finger picking that you can do. That, and I'm still learning how to do these things, but this is one of the songs that I do want to learn how to play on guitar properly, not just like, you know, doing the basic chords, just like strumming the chords. Maybe if I learn a more advanced strumming pattern or like finger picking of this song, it'll sound better.
The world was on fire, no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. I'd never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you, and I'd never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. What a wicked game you played to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say, you never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. And I don't wanna fall in love. And I don't wanna fall in love with you. The world was on fire, no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. I'd never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you, and I'd never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. Nobody loves no one.
Oh, thank you, Miyuki. Thank you very much. Right, let's see. What If you guys want me to sing any particular song, do let me know in the comments. Got time for maybe, I would say, 3 more songs, and then I'll be finishing the stream. And in the meantime, let me see what. I just realized that this particular song, as I was listening to the accompaniment, it's actually, this particular version is not an accompaniment with a guitar, it's a piano accompaniment. So maybe I try it with a piano, we'll see. I'm trying to make progress on the piano as well. So it's a little bit tougher than the guitar. I find that like on the guitar, the easy part is that, the difficult part is that, you know, the shapes that your arm needs to take are quite awkward. So especially at the beginning and now with some you know, more advanced chords, my hand struggles and it was really painful. But then your muscles and your fingers adjust to this awkward feeling and position, and then once you've learned the chords, you can sort of like transpose the chords to your liking using a capo. Whereas on the piano, you have to learn all the 88 keys, or, you know, it has many more variations. So it's a little bit tougher in that way. Валентина, спасибо еще раз. Спасибо за ваши аплодисменты. Виртуальные аплодисменты. Так. Что мы с вами еще споем? Давайте споем вот эту песню. This one is one of the cool songs by a Russian band called Bravo, which they specialize mostly like in the 60s type music. 60s, yeah, 60s.
На темный ряд домов лишь одинокий свет в окне. Стук моих шагов звучит в полночной тишине. По этой мостовой вдоль этих скверов до утра бродили мы с тобой. Это было, как вчера. Как жаль, но ты сегодня не со мной. И только каждый раз, когда иду по этой мостовой, я думаю о нас. Все так же, как тогда, такой же мягкий лунный свет. Блестит в реке вода, и лишь тебя со мною нет. Как жаль, но ты сегодня не со мной. И только каждый раз, когда иду по этой мостовой, я думаю о нас. Только каждый раз, когда иду по этой мостовой, я думаю о нас.
So this song was called, how do you translate it? It's such a pity or something like this. Yeah, such a pity. It goes on like, such a pity that you're not with me tonight. Or it's so sad that you're not with me tonight. Probably the more kind of figural translation, the more direct translation would be such a pity, because this is how you, как жаль in Russian means, oh, such a pity, such a pity. Okay. In French it's quel dommage. Yeah, quel dommage, I think. Yeah, quel dommage in French, and then que pena in Spanish. Anyways, that was a digression. Right, I just had this translation pop up in my head for some reason. Let's see, what else shall we sing? I'm gonna try this song. Let me see if I can find it. This is a song that came up that I was trying on saxophone today, and then I thought, oh wow, this is such a cool song that I haven't sung actually. Let's see. I'm gonna try to sing it because I mean this is like a famous classics by Elvis that I should know, but we'll see how it goes. I might mess it up, you know.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? 'Cause your memory strayed to a bright summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart. Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
I wonder if you're lonesome tonight. You know, someone said that the world's a stage, and each must play a part. And fate had me playing in love with you as my sweetheart. Act 1 was when we met. I loved you at first glance. You read your lines so cleverly and never missed a cue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change. You acted strange. And why? I've never known. Honey, you lied when you said you loved me, and I had no cause to doubt you. But I'd rather go on hearing your lies than I go on living without you. Now the stage is bare, and I'm standing there with emptiness all around. And if you won't come back to me, then they can bring the curtain down.
Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lost?
was a bit of an experiment, so to speak. It's this song, as I said, I tried it on saxophone today, and I was like, oh, I was just humming this song all day today. Я попробовал сегодня эту песню на саксофоне, как-то она мне вышла. Я нашел канал на YouTube, где есть разные аранжировки, и как раз для саксофона, для альто-саксофона, и среди них, ну, когда я скроллился через список видео на этом канале, среди них мне на глаза попалась вот эта песня, кроме всех прочих. Вот, и сегодня решил ее попробовать, и потом весь день ходил и напевал эту песню, решил вот сейчас ее попробовать спеть. Right, let's do one last song, guys. Thank you for staying with me tonight. And I'm just trying to think what song to finish with. Yeah, let's do this one. This one is called Please Give Me Back the Music, and those of you who are regulars would have heard this song before. And I'm gonna finish my string, and actually I think I'm gonna treat myself with an ice cream. I bought a tub of ice cream a couple of days ago, and I've been keeping away from it because in some ways I've had some issues with my skin lately, and I'm like one thing that I suspect is that because I'm eating too much sugar, and I've told myself I should cut down on my sugar, and then I saw this ice cream, and I couldn't help but buying it. So I'm gonna have a little, although it never ends too well, because whenever I start a tub of ice cream, it's not a small one, it's like a reasonably big one. It's like 500 milliliters. I end up going through at least half of the tub. But anyways, that'll be my treat for tonight.
Вслед за мной на водных лыжах ты летишь, за спиной растаял след от водных лыж. Ты услышь их музыку, услышь, как от волшебного смычка такая музыка. Уведу тебя от дома, уведу, на виду у всех знакомых уведу, уведу на радости беду, одной натянутой струной связаны мы с тобой. Ты сквозь года летишь со мной, как будто ангел загорелый за спиной. Верни мне музыку, без музыки тоска. Мы расстались, но осталась наша музыка. Ты сквозь года летишь за мной, как будто ангел загорелый за спиной. Верни мне музыку, без музыки тоска. Мы расстались, но осталась наша музыка. Никогда не возвращусь я, никогда, никогда не запоет уже вода. Без следа все смыло, без следа. Ложь не нужна, ей грош цена, струна оборвана. Ты сквозь года спиной. Верни мне музыку, без музыки тоска. Мы расстались, но осталась наша музыка. Ты сквозь года летишь за мной, как будто ангел загорелый за спиной. Верни мне музыку, без музыки тоска. Мы расстались, но осталась наша музыка. Музыка, музыка.
Thank you, Miyuki. I like how you found the icon emoticon for ice cream. That's funny. Yeah, thank you guys. And again, the streams will start from an hour earlier, so it's gonna start. I'll need to update my Twitch schedule, although I don't know if actually people check it out. But anyways, the streams will be starting from 8 p.m. Sydney time, so basically an hour earlier than they used to. And I hope that the neighbors upstairs, or I suspect it was the neighbors upstairs who complained, but yeah, maybe it wasn't them, and I'm just blaming them in vain. I hope that they will not complain, or at least I think technically I'm allowed to make noises until around 12 midnight, but I'll be finishing streams at 10 p.m. so hopefully that should not cause any issues. And I'll see you guys on Sunday the same time. Всем напоминаю, что трансляции теперь переносятся на 1 час раньше, то есть они будут начинаться в 8 часов вечера по Сиднею, и там в зависимости от того, где вы находитесь, соответственно, будет опять-таки на час раньше, чем было до этого. Это я делаю в связи с тем, что поступила жалоба от администрации здания, что якобы кто-то из жильцов комплекса пожаловался на звуки музыки глубоко вечером, поздно вечером, глубоко, deep into the night, поздно вечером, так, наверное, будет правильнее перевести. Всем хороших выходных и до встречи в воскресенье. Пока!